So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Bellingham! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Gehi. Oh no, what has happened here? That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Rice. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Foden. Good play on the left-hand side here. And he's in on goal. And a chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! England! England take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Mendes. Diogo Costa. Ruben Dias. Looks to the other side. And it's Bernardo Silva. Luis Skelly did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Good pressure, determined, intense. Pickford gets it away. Foden. Now it's Rice. Foden. He's having a hit! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Luis Skelly.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Distributed tidily. He's shifting through the gears here. And that was nowhere near his best. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Looking for the run. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nicely weighted ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. And now a sudden chance to counter. Inacio spots it and intercepts. And he's quick to return it. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! Portugal are level. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Portugal restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Can he get it through? That's very neat. Now, can they get him away? Oh no, this does not look good. Saka. Can he spark a counter here? Saka. And he's intervened well there. Bernardo Silva. And this is Bernardo Silva. Oh, what a mistake! That has not gone well. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Luis Skelly. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found a way through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, that is asking for... And the finish! Goal, England! And they've got their lead back. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
England have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Foden bops him off it and wins back the ball. Bruno Fernandes. And for the first half, that is that. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Threads one in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ruben Neves. Not the most accurate pass. Rice. It's Bellingham. Jordan Henderson. Stood up well to him there. And he's gone backward here. And Portugal can counter-attack here. Nuno Mendes. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Jordan Henderson. João Palhinha. Over to the right flank. Not where it came from. Saka has found the net here, of course. So we've reached the hour mark. Great vision. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. Can he get on the end of this?
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Kane. Look at the space here. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's on it, can he get away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to...
He's having a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Tries to get it clear. Throw in. Searching pass he's played there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Bellingham.
Bellingham really needed to...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. England are down to 10 men.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 25.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 9. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
João Palhinha looking to play him in. Bernardo Silva in acres of space out wide. Rafael Leao. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. João Palhinha. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Rice. The final 5 minutes. João Palhinha. Oh, easy pickings there. Kyle Walker. Gallagher. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicked it back promptly. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8. Número 20. Número 6. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
He's in a great position here.
Número 14.
Vitinha.
Número 87.
That's a good ball out wide. Pedro Neto. Rice. And it's Walker. 2 minutes to be added on. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So Jim, how do you... Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps, and we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct...
Shot, surely! It's loose now. In he goes again! Goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around it.
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Spread neatly. Bruno Fernandes. Portugal look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Deftly out wide. Mbappe chasing after it. Oh, it's Dembele. Great vision. Thuram. That has been slung wide. There's the shot! It's hit the upright. Delivery from Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. Nuno Mendes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Cancelo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it into space. And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Chouameni and Doué. That is good strength. Good running, strong and purposeful. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this. He's had a shot! Too close for comfort. Oh, that is a nice touch. Mbappe. Doué bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Thuram. And he's... Thuram! Top class from Thuram! A finish of true class! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
France cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he shoots! And And a neat finish! France are back on level terms. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue.
And a header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Doué has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Chouameni, Doué. Olise, he has found the way through. And he's there to get it away. Ruben Neves. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That pass isn't the best. He's great chance! Off the post! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. France with the corner, they're first. He's going for goal! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Back towards the middle. Now it's Bernardo Silva, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Barcola providing an outlet on that flank. Bernardo Silva driving on and making good progress. So a temporary halt to the action. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Ruben Dias gets a foot in here. João Palhinha. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That has ended up in no man's land. Cristiano Ronaldo. Barcola. It's a pretty loose pass. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And that has left him in a heap. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
It's a goal kick. Olise, Doué. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Good take, and is he... Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France have the chance to go the other way. Dembele, good purposeful running this. Bruno Fernandes has found the net here, of course. Spread to the right, and it's Bernardo Silva. Doué cuts it out. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Delivery from Mbappe. And that's the keeper's ball. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bruno Fernandes. And Mendes. Mendes scooting forward. Ruben Neves. And this is Ronaldo. And he's there to belt it away. And they're quick to get it back. And he's straight offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. João Palhinha. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Doué. Conte. Thuram. Can he get on the end of this? Camavinga is in a really good position out wide. And they've got rid. And he's quick to snatch it back. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Camavinga. Barcola. Tries to pass it through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bernardo Silva is onto this. He's looking wide. Rafael Leao. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Mbappe. That's been slipped through. He's shifting through the gears. It's Dembele! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Portugal can make their change now with a break in play. Doué. And here's Dembele.
Such good technique.
Now he's running on. Dembele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. João Cancelo getting this one clear. And here's Thuram. Bernardo Silva. Olise. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many...
And there goes the final whistle. Portugal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're up and running then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps. And we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct, quite phenomenal.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Ramos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely spread. And that pass just didn't quite work. Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now, can they get him away? Inacio gets it clear. Vitinha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Tries to pass it through. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Now it's Ramos. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Palinha.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out and reclaimed it in a trice.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rafael Leao. And here's Vitinha, Stood up well to him there. And here's Vitinha. Ruben Neves. João Cancelo. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Here's Rafael Leao. João Neves wins the duel this time.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Ramos. And that's a good ball. And he's found a way past. Gonzalo Ramos. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He has a look up. Chance, surely! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And Portugal score first. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gone forward. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Ramos. Ruben Neves. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Short changes him with that pass. Bernardo Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bernardo Silva. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Ruben Neves. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. And they win it back again. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Ruben Neves to Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo getting this one clear. Ruben Neves, Bruno Fernandes, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo goes for a shot! That's going to go a long way. Swung over. He's had it taken off him. Bernardo Silva carries the ball down the right. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong. And he can clear it away. Rafael Leao, some resolute defending there. He's on it, can he get away? Over to the right flank. Ball's gone out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nuno Mendes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Passing nice and neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gets a good foot in there. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
He's shifting through the gears here. Rafael Leao.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shoots! Goal! Portugal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
And it's Mendes.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, what about it? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ruben Neves knocks it into space, and he's intervened well there. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Portugal displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nuno Mendes, Ruben Dias, Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, and it's João Palhinha. João Neves producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Pedro Neto, and it's Vitinha. Looking for the run. Cristiano Ronaldo! Gonzalo Ramos. Ruben Neves, João Felix, Vitinha, Nuno Mendes, great chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. Portugal have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to... And there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? João Neves. And this is Ronaldo. He's looking wide, looking to play him in. That has been cut short. That's really well cleared. João Neves, good driving run. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Ramos. Well timed, excellent interception. He shifted it to the flank. And the pass is intercepted. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Vitinha. And he was quick to react.
Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Very much into the last knockings. He's found a way through. Pinches it off him. João Neves. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Tries to get it clear. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.